Our top story is the fire danger in the East Bay Hills and the North Bay Mountains.
Yeah, we've got firefighters worried about the potential for maybe a few dry lightning strikes. I know there's a possibility up in the Diablo Range today, although the threat has diminished quite a bit. We still have Crump 4's Will Tran following the story from Orinda, where, Will, it doesn't take much for the hills to catch fire.
It doesn't take a lot for any place of California to catch on fire. Look right behind me. This is from the Moraga Orinda Fire District, and the needle is on extreme. Good news, though, the red flag warning, which was supposed to remain in effect until 5 o'clock tonight, that's been lifted because the threat of massive lightning storms, that has moved offshore. But the threat of wildfires, regardless, is still here because the conditions are so dry. Orinda, they've been working for months trying to clear the dry vegetation, the dead trees. This place is covered by a canopy of trees. And even in downtown Orinda, so they are very fearful. I know a couple of years ago there was a fire near downtown Orinda, which is why crews all over California, Orinda, the Bay Area, they are beefing up their staff just to be ready for a lightning strike. We do know that that happened and that caused the fire last year in Santa Cruz. You can't control what Mother Nature is doing, but you can control if you're ready for it. So they're stepping up their staff. They're telling people be careful. They're reminding people not to smoke in certain areas that are not allowed and to barbecue in only designated spots because the threat of wildfires, yes, they're always around, but because the conditions are so dry, it can just race through an area and all of a sudden a fire becomes named. You talked about that, about the complex, or it gives them a name, which means now we are in some big trouble. It is warm. Fortunately, it is not windy. The conditions are right, possibly for a fire, but the bottom line is at this particular point, the red flag warning has been lifted. Don't be surprised, it will come back. We are obviously in the midst of fire season, and even firefighters will tell you that's just a cliche. There's no such thing anymore as fire season. It is year-round fire season. Back to you.
Sure is. Thanks a lot, Will. James.
Well, 9:03, and it's state